All right, did you know female mosquitoes feed before laying their eggs? But you don't have to be part of the meal. And Chris Bonner is the chief chemist and co-founder of Spartan Mosquito Eradicator. Welcome to First Coast Living. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we've had the product on a couple times already, but let's talk about this. Let's go back to the basics here. You're the scientist. How do mosquitoes work? Why do they bite us? What do they need our blood for?
Well, before we really get started there, with some of the statistics and things I want to give you, remember that there are over 3,500 different species of mosquito around the world, and there's about 175 different species of mosquito within the United States. So some of these things that we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you, is kind of a conglomerate,
right?
An overview of these
broad
different
brush.
types. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. So in saying all that, you know, for the female to lay eggs, lay her rafts, she needs to have one food just in general,
right,
like the flower nectar as we've talked
sure,
about, the sugar water, but they also have to have a blood meal, and that provides them with the protein they need to develop their eggs.
That's why they bite us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's why they get the blood. And then, so then they lay their eggs. So how does, so this is the product here. How did you come up with this?
Well, like I said, what we've done is we've provided all these different triggers to bring the females in. Like
okay.
So the females are looking for, certain types of females are looking for warm-blooded animals.
Right.
So we're producing CO2, we've got heat being generated, you've got a sugar water, which simulates flower nectar, which is their favorite meal, and you've got water just in general.
Because inside these is just a basic, I mean, inside we talked about before, what's in them?
Sugar, salt, and yeast.
Sugar, salt, and yeast, and then you add the water when you get them. Warm water.
Yes.
And then obviously they're outside in Florida, that water's going to stay warm.
Yes, yeah.
And then shake it up. And so then the mosquitoes, they think that's a flower in there, so they go to that?
Well, that, and to feed, or they're also looking for a blood meal. So you've got the CO2 being generated for the fermentation process of the sugar and the yeast. And
so they go in there, they consume that, and then what happens to them?
They'll fly off and perish at that point.
Nice. That's what we want.
Exactly.
All right. So 2 come in a box. How do you use them at home? We saw the video there you're seeing on your screen. Where do I place these, and how many do I need?
Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to place them on the perimeter of your yard.
Okay.
We say up to about 90 feet. Different people's yards are different, but you can always make considerations based on that. 2 tubes per acre at the start of the season, but in this area you're already within the season, so we say 2 boxes per acre.
Is it something that, because I'm one of those people that, like you see on your screen there, it kind of creates a force field if you put them in, it looks like 4 are out there on that property.
Sure.
Is it something that you can overdo it, or can you?
Not necessarily. I mean, you would certainly, if you had a half acre, we still suggest you use 2 boxes, even though we say, you know, one box up to 1 acre at the beginning, 2 boxes up to 1 acre during the season. So even if you're at a half acre, you still want to try to utilize.
All right, but what if I'm like, I mean, Spartans, we saw the movie 300. What if I want to just line my entire property with them?
Well, again, the mosquitoes can sense about 100 feet.
Okay.
So you know, you certainly don't want to have the
too many of them.
Well, you don't. Well, it's okay. We would love for you to buy as many as you want. Okay.
Perfect.
But in essence, what you want to do is you don't want those tubes to be more than about 180 feet apart from each other.
Okay.
So as long as you can create that barrier and keep within those guidelines, and they're all that information is in our literature too that come with the product.
It does. It comes with a really cool thing here. You can see it's like a picture book. I love picture books. It tells you exactly how to use it right there. So appreciate your time, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to share this segment a little bit later so you can share it with your neighbors and keep all the mosquitoes out of your neighborhood. There's the locations that you can find them all in the area here. And yeah, go online as well, but you can find them in multiple different places. We're going to post this on our website a little bit later today, firstcoastliving.net.